Hey, what's going on, Virgo? Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, so I want to just pick up on the energy for you guys. It's a lot going on, okay? But however, you guys are being encouraged to stay positive. All right, keep your joy, keep your vitality, keep your energy up, okay? And stay confident, most definitely. Like, that's number one, okay? Because whatever may transpire, right? You got to be in this joy frequency, okay? Because it's going to be a lot of truth that may come out. You may find that you're having some type of challenges in a relationship. But all of this that's taking place is happening because some things need to change, right? And so that's just kind of been the collective energy over the last week or so, okay? A lot of shadow work that has to be done, okay? So let's see. Yeah, stillness. And so the card speaks about spring cleaning. But it's basically saying in order to be yourself, first you must find yourself. In order to find yourself, you must sit in both silence and deep thought for some time. As you focus your attention inward, you will grow to understand your power. You will be given the opportunity to put a name on what no longer resonates. You will show up tall and affirmed, the way Spirit requires you to, as you exemplify these new awarenesses. You will have no issue owning your entire being and speaking up for what you believe. You are a sovereign being, remember? Wow, Virgo. And so, this is a moment of stillness. You know how they be like, peace, be still, right? But it says, spring cleaning has arrived. You are ready for a massive purge and a sacred cleanse. Suddenly, all that you were holding on to so tightly means nothing. You take it all off. You let it all go, knowing that you cannot sustain makeshift appeasements any longer. You bear your soul to nature and do not have an expectation for when you will be called to carry out your mission. You are practicing modesty, okay? Some of you need the rest. And it's not up for negotiation, okay? So if you don't do it, Spirit gonna sit your butt down. All right, and it's already been proven, okay? Over the last couple of weeks, some of us have been sat down, all right, because it's been so shook up. But we have to get still, okay, so that we can have the clarity that we need, so that we can operate in the right frequency and energy when challenges may come or arise, whatever it may be, okay? Meditate. I started back my daily, not my daily, but my weekly practices of doing acupuncture, and it helps out 100%, y'all, okay? But it's time to shut down shop and force yourself to sit down, okay? You've been spreading yourself incredibly thin, juggling between priorities, and to be still is to be accessible to the Most High. So settle your mind, all right? You hear that? To be still is to be accessible to the Most High. Virgo, I already know, because y'all know I'm a Virgo and I can't keep my ass still, okay? I can't sit down for a moment because I always got to be moving. That's just me. I always got to be doing stuff. I always got stuff to do. But however, you won't have to force yourself to do it, okay? Now, tell me more. Tell me more, Spirit. So what is Virgo's hidden desire? Ten towards reverse. And the way I'm looking at this is that when it comes down to your past life, you've had some really painful endings. Really painful endings. And it's like you don't want to have to experience that any longer. Like, you really don't want things to get worse or end in something, okay? And so your desire is the Tower card in the reverse. You don't want, that's why, that may be why you won't sit your ass still, okay? Because a lot of times we may do stuff a little bit too much because we're avoiding something. Okay, keep ourselves busy so we don't got to deal with this or deal with that, right? And so that's what it's looking like. It's like you're trying to avert something, okay, because you feel like, hey, this may even be even more painful. Okay, if it happens again, it's like opening up a new an old wound, right? But there's some things that need to come to the forefront that you have to face. So the shadow work has to be done. Okay, so this is why, again, Spirit is saying, no, it's not up for negotiation. You can't move forward because you got to heal this. All right, so sorry, some of you may be divine feminines. I'm going to say, sorry, divine feminine. But sorry, Virgo. Okay, you're ready for movement. I get that. But, however, yep, because, again, you're having some difficulties. Could be difficulties in your love life, difficulties in your career, your finances, whatever it is. It's like you're experiencing some type of hardship. Okay, so you got to be remember, because it's a quote on here. It's an affirmation that I really is standing out to me. It says, I am not alone, and I am open to receiving help and support from others, right? You are not alone. So don't forget to reach out to your spirit team for help, because you don't have to experience this by yourself, all right? Or even if you asking your spirit team to help for help in the physical, like to bring somebody that could actually help you and support you right now, please do so, okay? But I really feel like you just don't want to be left out in the cold, okay? You may feel like, or have a lot of doubt, all right, when it comes down to whatever your situation may be, okay? Whatever those challenges may be. But let's see. Some of you may be guarding your heart, all right? There could be still some inner conflict there, so all I can say is you're going to have to be vulnerable and be yourself. And just really believe. Don't shut yourself off because of whatever somebody may have done in the past, because you could be really missing out on a real blessing, y'all. Okay, so let's see, what's the challenge? What's Virgo's challenge? All I hear is like, challenge. We don't got no challenges. Woo. It got to be something. Yeah. The challenge is this. The tarot. The tower is in the reverse. The tarot don't lie. Okay. That's the challenge. You don't want to deal with another painful ending. You don't want to deal with the sudden change. It's like, look, I just got used to this, and now you want to shake the shit up again. Okay, but guess what? It's gonna bring some massive groundbreaking change. Yo, you cannot be scared of this. 8:18 on the timer. You're gonna have to go ahead and let the tower fall, honey, because the type of change this is gonna bring is large. Okay, this is huge. This is like something you've been praying for. But don't look. We be looking for certain outcomes, but in order to be able to get to this next phase, okay, or this new beginning, sometimes we got to go through this tower. So don't be scared of it, because it pushes you outside of your comfort zone so that you can get to the desired prayer, right? Or whatever you're desiring. Sometimes it's about transformation. I get it. Like, I hate it. I'll be like, I don't want to feel like that. I don't got time. I don't even want to be in a low frequency half the time. I don't want stuff that's going to make me feel sad. I just don't want it. It's like, I just want to move forward with my life and just let everything work out, right? I had enough. But, however, you got to get this personal closure so that you can move forward. Okay? The World card is in the reverse. Things can't come full circle. There's no delays. There's no shortcuts, Virgo. And the way it sounds is like you don't really have a choice. Okay? The universe is commanding you to get still. All right, booze. Peace.